It's not just a car. It's a geological event with license plates. A $2 million, 1,001 horsepower, quad-turbocharged beast that is currently testing the absolute limits of my courage on the German Autobahn. It's a mix of raw terror and pure automotive bliss that I can barely even process. Quick cut to a calmer shot of the host, leaning against the stationary Veyron, looking slightly dazed but ecstatic. But to really understand how we got here, to get what it takes to unleash this thing in its natural habitat, we have to rewind 24 hours. Because getting the keys to a legend is one thing. Preparing yourself to drive it at over 400 kilometers per hour, well, that's something else entirely. It all started with an email. The kind of email you have to read 3 times to believe it's real. Veyron 16.4 Autobahn. You in? The answer was, obviously, yes. But the weight of that yes doesn't hit you until you're standing right in front of it. The Bugatti Veyron isn't just a car, it's a landmark. A statement piece. This thing was the Volkswagen Group's moonshot, a project so bonkers that plenty of experts thought it was impossible. They wanted a car with over 1,000 horsepower that could smash past 400 kilometers per hour, but could also, theoretically, be driven to the grocery store. It's like they set out to build a rocket ship that could also parallel park. Even years later, its presence is just magnetic. It's smaller than you'd think, but it has this incredibly wide, powerful stance, almost like it's fused to the road. This particular car is the OG legend. The Veyron 16.4. That number stands for 16 cylinders and for walking around it, you see that every single detail is about function. The famous horseshoe grille, first made of aluminum, was later swapped to titanium after a bird strike during a high-speed test. At that speed, a bird stops being a bird and becomes more like a feathered cannonball. The whole body is carbon fiber, which was a huge deal when it launched, with a weave so perfect it looks like black liquid. It's the car's skeleton and skin woven into one piece, all designed for one purpose: to manage the insane forces this car creates at speed. You don't just jump into a Veyron and point it at the horizon. The night before our Autobahn run is a masterclass in meticulous prep. This isn't just about being safe. It's about showing respect for the machine. The team runs a full diagnostic. We're talking about a car where a basic annual fluid change with its 16 different drain plugs. And then there's the cockpit. You slide into the driver's seat and you're immediately struck by what isn't there. No giant, distracting touchscreens. This space feels less like a smartphone and more like a surgeon's scalpel, beautiful tool built for a single, focused purpose. Polished, brushed aluminum covers the center console, shaped into that signature Bugatti horseshoe. The leather is incredible, and every switch feels like it was milled from a solid block of metal. And then you see the key. Or, more accurately, the keys. There's a normal one for normal driving, but down to the left of the driver's seat is a special lock for the top speed key. Turning this key is a ritual. It's like flipping a switch from supercar to land miss. The Veyron runs a series of internal checks. The suspension hunkers down, and the huge rear wing retracts to a low drag position. It's the car asking you one last time. Are you absolutely sure about this? It's 4 a.m. The air is cold, dark, and still. We're on a long straight and mercifully empty stretch of de-restricted Autobahn, the only public road on Earth where what we're about to do is legally possible. My heart is hammering against my ribs. This is it. I merge onto the highway, the W16 growling behind me with this deep, impatient rumble. I take a deep breath and I floor it. What happens next is hard to put into words. There's a split second of lag, a deep breath as the 4 turbos inhale Germany, and then detonation. It's not acceleration, it's teleportation! The world outside doesn't just rush past you. It blurs into hyperspace, like a special effect from a movie. The sheer, brutal force pins you to your seat with an intensity that's almost painful. In the time it takes a hot hatch to hit 100 kilometers per hour, the Veyron is already blasting past 160. The sound is a full-body experience. It's a mechanical symphony with different movements. The speedometer isn't a gauge anymore. It's just a blur. 200 km/h feels like a casual cruise. 250 arrives in a blink. At 300 kilometers per hour, the world shrinks into a tunnel. Your focus narrows to a single point miles down the road. The car, which felt heavy at low speeds, now feels impossibly locked to the asphalt. The aerodynamics are generating so much downforce, it's as if a giant, invisible magnet is pulling the car towards the center of the earth. Pushing past 350 kilometers per hour, you enter another reality. This is where the terror and the bliss become one. Every nerve in your body is on fire! And yet, the Veyron is shockingly, almost unnervingly stable. No shudder, no vibration. Just a constant forward surge. The GPS confirms it. We hit 402 kilometers per hour. 402 on a public road. The moment is pure, unfiltered awe. Now, if you're enjoying the video so far, please help us out by hitting that like button. It tells the platform that videos like this deserve more attention. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe to It's been a few minutes since I turned off the ignition. My breathing is still erratic. I'm gripping the wheel like it's a life raft. As I slowly, carefully bleed off the speed, my body is vibrating with adrenaline. My hands are fused to the steering wheel, knuckles white. I pull off at the next exit and just sit in the silence for a minute, listening to the metallic tink-tink-tink of the cooling engine and the frantic beat of my own heart. Driving the Bugatti Veyron at the limit isn't just a physical experience, it's an emotional one. You feel the history, the sheer audacity of the engineers who dared to build this car. It gives you a profound respect for the genius it takes to make something so monstrously powerful, so unbelievably fast, yet so composed. It's a car built without a single compromise, a true monument to human ambition. It all came from a simple, yet impossible question. What if? What if we just ignored every boundary? The answer is this car. This legend, and for one incredible morning on the German Autobahn. I got to be part of that answer. This was, without question, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Pushing automotive icons to their absolute limits is what we live for. If you want to come along for more adventures like this and see what happens when engineering dreams meet the open road, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching!